Hello everyone. In this video we'll talk about if-else statement. So previously we have seen about variables, data types and how to work with JavaScript, write your first JavaScript program. So in this video we'll focus more on a conditional statement, that is if-else. If-else statement is used at multiple places during your programming practices, and it will be of very useful if you know what exactly it is and how to use it. So before going ahead, I will request you all to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. So what exactly is a if-else statement? As I mentioned, it's a conditional statement, so it helps you to take a decision based on a condition. So for instance, let's say I want to execute a particular section of code if my age is less than 40. In that case, this is a condition. So the condition says if my age is less than 40, execute these statements. So this is called a if condition. So this provides a condition to a particular sense of code, saying like you should execute this code only when this condition satisfies, which means the condition within if should always be true. So I'll show you in the practical session. I'll go to my studio code and I will first type statement, let's say if, and I will say 3 is greater than 2, a basic simple example. And I will just print saying console log, I will say 3 is greater than 2. Simple one, right? So in this case, what we are saying, execute this code if there is a condition where 3 is greater than 2. So which means this condition under the if loop should always be true. So this is a very important point to mention or to notice over here, that the condition within if should always be true, otherwise this will never execute. So I will save this, go to my browser and I will refresh it. So you can see this is shown over here saying 3 is greater than 2 in the console. If I go back to my studio code and if I type, let's say 4, and I will just save it. So now if I refresh this, nothing is displayed. Why? Because this section of code is not being executed, because 3 is not greater than 4, it is less than 4. So this statement under if is false in this case. So if I do one thing, I just put it as small, save it, go back to my browser, refresh it. So you can see the statement is coming over here. So it says greater, but yeah, we have given it wrongly over here, so not a problem. So that's why it's showing over here, because this statement over here is true now. So this is what I was saying, the condition within f should always be true, then only it will be displayed, or the section of the block of code written under this particular loop will be executed. So the section over here is called block. So now I think you got the idea what exactly I mean with this. So now there is one more case. So let's say I have a condition which says, I will type one thing, let's say my age, and I will say 20. And I will put a condition over here which says if age is greater than 20, or let's say 25, then execute this code which says the age is more than 25. But I want to execute one more condition which says, what if this condition is false? So if you see in this case, 20 is less than 25, right? So this block of code will not be executed because this statement is false. But I want to execute some code even if the condition is false. So for this I will say else, and again I will provide a block and say, I'll copy this quickly, paste it, and I'll say the age is less than 25. So what we are doing over here is we are providing a condition which says if this condition is true, execute this block of code, else if this condition is false, then execute this block of code. So I will just save it, go to my browser, refresh it. You can see it is saying the age is less than 25, which means this section of code is being executed, although this is false, correct? So that's what I want to show. So if else statement is nothing but a conditional statement which helps us to take decision based on the input that is provided in the condition over here within the if statement over here, and then in that case we can use it. So this is a very basic example that I've shown you to understand or to make you feel the importance of if else and how exactly it works. But in the real time scenario, it is very complex. So we can provide n number of statements within it, and we can provide a proper decision making code as well within the parenthesis, and the block will be executed in that way only. So this is all about that. So I will provide one more example. So what if, as I said, like this is should always be true, right? So if I use one more variable, let's say if is happy. Okay, so this is a Boolean variable. In this case, I will say true or I will say false. So in this case, since we're using a Boolean variable, we don't need to compare anything. So we'll simply provide it here because this value always contains true or false. So I'll just copy it, paste it over here, and I will say if this is true, then you should say he is happy. Else, if it is not true, then we should say he is not happy. Correct? So this is again an example using a Boolean variable. Now I'll save it and I will just go to my browser, refresh it over here. You can see it says he is not happy. Why? Because the value for is happy is false, and I always said, right, this should always be true. So if this is true, then only the first block will be executed. So now if I say it is true, go back to my browser, refresh it, then it will say he is happy. So we can see in upcoming videos how exactly this if else statement is used. There is one more thing that is used in between of if else, that is called else if. So I will just quickly write it over here and I'll provide a statement. And again, I'll go back with this example only. So if I say if age is greater than 25, here he is 25, then I will say if age is less than 25, and I will say he is less than, more than. And what if the condition is true or if they both are equal, then we'll say he is 25. Correct? So what we are doing here is like we have added one more condition that says if else, or sorry, else if. So we can have multiple else if over here, not a problem. So we can say it like, so what are we doing over here? We are providing multiple statements over here and we have a fallback that is called else. So we are saying, computer, do one thing, check if my age is greater than 25, execute this block of code. If my age is less than 25, execute this block of code. And if my age is not 25 and less than 25 means none of the statement is true, in that case, execute this block of code and say he is 25. So what if I save it and run it again? Go to a browser, refresh, you can say he's saying he is less than 25. Why? Because we have given 25 or 20. Now if I put it as 25, now we refresh it, it says he is 25. So in this case, else statement is being executed because these two statements are not true. This is also false and this is also false. So now this will be executed and this will be made true in this case. So this is how we can use if else and else statement. We can have multiple else if you want. So again, I want to reiterate, we can have one more statement over here which says if it is, let's say, greater than equal to 25, print this, and we can use it like that as well. So this is all about if else statement and else if statement as well in a JavaScript or any other programming language. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon as well for more updates. Thank you. Bye bye.